Radical.
Thought I'd pop something out real quick tonight. I looked over the gaming news and a lot of the same news, man. You know, one time was literally Sony is still not letting it go about Microsoft and the acquisition, and it's facing some more scrutiny. So I don't know if that deal's ultimately going to go through. That's not what I want to talk about. I want to talk about one thing I did that I'm really hyped about, and potentially I got a buyer or a trade partner of horror movie DVDs. Now, one thing I failed to mention from my last flea market stories was there was a guy that came by. I was banking on him to like the spread of horror DVDs that I had out, but he had all of them. He was a major horror movie collector, so he had all the Saws, the Freddys, stuff like that I had out to display. That's a bummer. But there is one person that specifically seems really, really interested in the horror DVDs, specifically the ones in good condition. Maybe that's one of his things. I mean, it's a game shop locally that I go to. Maybe that's one of the things he's trying to extend upon. He literally, every horror DVD I had except one that had a sketchy label, Freddy's Dead, The Final Nightmare, he took all of them. And I didn't want money. I thought I'd get a better deal if I do store credit. And on top of that, I was happy to get $50 for about maybe 15 to 20 horror DVDs, which seems like not a lot. But you gotta understand, I got a lot of these DVDs for next to nothing. So I'm just happy to offload some horror stuff, which to me doesn't really sell as much as the kids' DVDs when I'm at the flea market. So what did I do? I'm going to flip this into, I don't know if I'll make close to 100 in actual dollars from flipping this, but there's potential. There's potential. There definitely is. There's a lot of comics. I'm not going to go over to the comics I got. Maybe I'll do that as a show-off Saturday to show off the comics that I got. There's some Supermans. There's some Image stuff. There's some pretty good stuff. $1 each for the comics. Now, I collected... What was the 4 games? I think it was GTA 5 for 360. He had a price of $15 on that. Probably what I would charge too. He had GTA 5 for PlayStation 4, $15. It's probably what I would charge for that too. So those two, and then what was the other one? Battlefield 1. So we're up to what are we up to? $35. It worked out to where wait a second, we're up to $35. Maybe I'm a little off here. Anyways, it worked out to where I had $19 left in the credit. It was, did they say 50 or 60? Yeah, 31. Oh, what I brought to him was $31 worth of stuff. Yeah, you know what it was? One of those games, GTA 5, was maybe 10, I want to say. Yeah, that's what it was. So I had $19, and what I did was I went back and I almost exclusively, I might have picked up a game, I might have not. I think it was just comic books. Now, right away I noticed something was different about this comic box. Some of you know that months ago I went through this comic box. Now there's a lot higher quality. There's some higher quality books in there. And I'm not just talking about what was polybagged. He has some really nice Spider-Man books. Amazing Spider-Man 350, $10. He has some early Spawns on there for maybe $5. If I was a collector looking to collect, just to actually have it myself, then I might splurge on a lot of those comics. But I'm not. I'm looking to resell. So I went through there, and I got a lot of $1 books, a lot of DC stuff. Green Lantern, Aquaman, Superman. I didn't get any Batmans. He was smart. He knows the Batmans make a lot of money, so anything Batman, he had in the polybags. But it's some really nice looking books. I looked for vibrant covers. This one cover has Superman and Flash on it because that's what sells. You get something that has a great looking cover, people are going to look at it and go like, hey, that's a book that I want. Or some people are going to get it because, well, maybe they want to try to resell it too. I think I'll price these comics that I got for $1 each, maybe for $3 each, except for the Pikachu. Pika Pika. I think those are going to go for $5 each. $5 each. Yep, yep, yep. And that doesn't seem that impressive. Like, hey, just triple profit. That's not really impressive. But again, the fact that I got this on credit from horror movie DVDs, turning DVDs, which is something most people don't care about. Just think about all the DVD collections that just get thrown in the garbage because of streaming right now. Literally, I'm serious. People just giving away their DVD collections or throwing them in the garbage. Me finding an opening and actually taking horror DVDs to this game guy and actually getting stuff that I can sell at the flea market. Now that's a win.